this WC. Okay, so then divided by 2. Then also this along with this constant loss, we have to include the variable loss also. What are the variable loss? Armature copper loss. Okay, armature copper loss. So armature copper loss means again it is Ia square with respect to which machine? Generator. IAG square into RA. Similarly, field copper loss, which is again with respect to the shunt field winding. Okay, I shunted this with this. So all these parameters we have to add up in the denominator. Okay, and in the output we have to write it as V into IAG. That is all about the efficiency of generator. Similarly, for the efficiency of motor also you can do the calculation with the same steps. Okay, efficiency of motor. So it is also very simple. So here what is the, again as I told you, what is efficiency? Output by input, right? And which term you are going to manipulate when you are defining efficiency with respect to a motor? We have to manipulate the numerator term. What I told you, output by input. So this I will write like that only. Only here you have to change. So we know that what is the input? Input is equal to output plus losses. But here we have to express output as with respect to input, right? So therefore I will write input minus losses. Input minus losses. So remember like this, for the motor, numerator term you have to change. You have to manipulate, okay, with a difference of the two terms. What is that? What you have expressed in the denominator. Input minus losses. With the case of generator, denominator you have to manipulate, okay. We are expressing with respect to output. So there will be some operation. Output plus losses in the generator. In the motor, it will be, numerator will be input minus losses. So what are the input will be there here? What are the, what you are going to substitute here again? We have to think about it. Similarly as how you have written here, no? Like that only you have to express this. Okay. So what will be the input? What will be the input? See, input will be the, again it is a electrical input. So V into IM. Okay, V into IM. So in the current which is flowing to the motor. So that was a composition of what? It was including the armature current. If you observe that value of the line current, this is nothing but a line current, V into IL. So it was a sum of the armature current plus the shunt field current. Okay, so therefore we have to include these two values. So that will be the input. Then what about the output? Similarly what you expressed here. Okay, the losses. The losses means you have to again include the constant loss. What is that constant loss we calculated here? Constant loss, that is WC divided by 2. Okay, as well constant loss for the motor it is. Then similarly we have to include the variable loss. What are the variable loss? Again armature copper loss. In the armature copper loss, again IAM square into RA. Then field copper loss. Field copper loss means it will be including the I shunt G square, sorry it is motor, right? I shunt M square into R shunt M. Okay, so all these three things we have to add up. So that gives you the total losses. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate the efficiency by using the Hopkinson's test, right? So this is very simple steps what we carried out. So again we have to bring out what are the advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so the main advantage here is this method is very economical, and the temperature raise and commutation conditions, all these things can be checked. under the rated load conditions. Okay, and the stray losses are considered as both the machines are operated under the rated load conditions. And here the efficiency at a different load can be determined, right? And large machines can be tested. So whenever you would like to test a large machines at a rated load without consuming much power from the supply, that time we can employ this type of a test, that is Hopkinson's test. But the disadvantage here is we require the two practically identical machines for performing this test, and that is why this test is suitable only for the large DC machines. Okay, it is not applicable for the small machines. So this is how about the Hopkinson's test. Thank you for watching this